Hey y'all, okay, we're ready for phase 2 of our beef stew, y'all. I want y'all to look at our chuck roast here that we cooked up, y'all. It looks so good. What I did, I just got it out to cool, and I put some of the liquid over it so it wouldn't just be sitting here dry. Y'all know what I mean? And I went on ahead and fished out our parsley stems and our 2 bay leaves. Not parsley, thyme leaves, y'all. Thyme. Okay. Y'all know I'm crazy as a bat anyway. And so what I did, I got that out, and then I just put our veggies are still in the pot, and I just popped them back in the oven. What I did with this, y'all, I cooked this for 2 hours on 325. I never touched it, just left it in there, and then I got it out and got these pieces out, and y'all, they are so tender. I'm fixing to show you. You don't have to do nothing to it. Just pop it in there and it just takes care of itself. That's what I love about doing it in the oven like this. I know these gloves are so big. I keep forgetting to get me some gloves that fit. Now you can do this with with 2 forks, but I just choose to do it with my hand. It just makes it a little bit easier. But y'all, I want y'all to see how tender this is. Look, let me get this up here. But look, see this? It just, pulls apart. So that's all I'm going to do is just kind of pull this apart, pop it back down here in this little bit of liquid. And let me show y'all. Hang on a second. Y'all know, like those few pieces that I said, there's a little piece of fat. I've got me a little plate over here where I'm going to throw my little fatty pieces. But like this right here, you know, I told you earlier it had that fat on it. It's a lot easier to pick that off after it's cooked, because you can just get that off, and then you can savor that little part of the meat, and then plus that little bit of fat cooks in there, and it gives it a lot more flavor. So see, if I'd have threw that whole piece out, we'd have been throwing away this good meat. So anyway, yeah, look at it. It's just so tender, so good. So that's what I'm gonna do, y'all, and I'm gonna leave it in little pieces, maybe kind of like this. That way you have like a bite-sized piece instead of just completely shredded up. And then look at this. I'll tell you what. Okay, y'all, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna finish just pulling this apart, and whenever I come back, we are gonna do a cornstarch slurry. You know, I mentioned that we might that liquid in there is a little bit thin, so we do want to thicken it up just a little bit. So I have that out over here. We're going to do that part and toss our meat back in, and we're going to toss this in some parsley and some green peas, and we'll throw it back in the oven for 20-30 minutes, and then we'll be ready to go. But y'all, look, I tell you what, it's gonna be so good. You could just eat this meat itself, y'all. Look, it just smells good. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna slide off one of these. They're so big, I can slide them off and slide them back on. Okay, y'all, let me finish doing this, and I'll come back and we'll get on to the next step. All right, y'all, I wanted to show y'all this real quick. I have tasted this meat. It is absolutely delicious. Oh, that looks like another one of our little thyme stems. I'm going to add just a little bit of pepper to it. Other than that, I think it is perfect. So I'm just going to sprinkle some over. I left my glove on this hand so that I can kind of toss it around just a little bit. But y'all, I want you to look. All right, that's pretty much all we need to do to that. This is all the little bit of fat that we had to pull off of that. It was all good meat from where we trimmed it up, and then we've got our leaves and our thyme stems here. Okay, y'all, real quick, I'm gonna get our the rest of it out of the oven, all of our vegetables, and then whenever I come back, we're gonna mix all this in, put our cornstarch in, pop it back in, and then it will be ready to go. But y'all, look at this. Look how good that looks. You could just eat this by itself over some good mashed potatoes. Hey y'all, okay, I just got this out of the oven, all of our other good stuff, and you know what? After I put this back in there, after I got the meat out, it seems like it kind of thickened up a little bit. we've got to add that meat back in and our little peas and everything. So you know what? I think I've decided I'm not even going to do a cornstarch slurry. I think it will be just fine like this. That's a pretty thick little broth. It's not like crazy thick, but it's not thin either. So I'm just going to leave it as is. I'm not even going to do our cornstarch, okay? But now if you want it a little thicker, you certainly can. So let's add our other stuff in and we'll be good to go. All right, let me see. So I have just some frozen peas here. I love to add these in just for the great pop of color. Let's see, that's about half a cup. Let's do another big handful. A little bit more. Let's see where we're at with that. Okay, get my little spoon here. Yeah, I believe that's enough. I don't like too many in there, but I do like them in there. It just makes it so pretty. I feel like, all right, I think that's good with that. And then I have just a little bit of fresh parsley here that I chopped up. We're going to mix that in. And of course, you can use just your dry parsley. Okay, we got that. And now let's put our meat back in. And of course, that liquid that we, with the plate here that we had it on, slide that back in. Okay. I think I see a stem there. Let me look. Yep. There's another one of our little another one of our little stems. They'll all come out eventually. Even if it's in somebody's bowl, they'll find it. Yeah, see, I think that is the perfect texture right there. I'm glad we didn't add any cornstarch. I'm glad I put it back in there and didn't add any cornstarch then whenever I first got it out, because this is perfect. Absolutely perfect. We certainly don't need no more, or no, we don't need it any thicker. I think that's great. Okay? All right, y'all. Let me wipe my hand off. I am fixing to put the lid back on this, and get my gloves up here so I can show you. Look at this, y'all. I'm gonna put the lid back on this, just pop this back in the oven for maybe 20-30 minutes, long enough to, you know, because those peas were frozen. Let our meat get back good and hot and just let it all cook together. And y'all, I'll be back and we're gonna do the taste test. I cannot wait. Okay, y'all, let's get our beef stew out. I think it has been long enough, so I'm going to get it out. Let's see here. Ooh-wee. Oh my, y'all, this pot is so heavy. I'm telling you, a lot of people asked in the comments whenever I posted, asked if it was heavy. The answer is yes, but it's okay, it's worth it. Let's look at it. Let's see. Oh my, y'all. Look at this. Does that not look so good? All right, I'm gonna get us out some here in our bowl, and I'm gonna let it cool, and then I'll come back and we'll do a taste test, okay? I hear Bella barking. She's outside. Braden's on the back porch. All I hear is scratching now. He'll probably let her in. Anyway, all right, let's get this served up here. Oh my goodness, y'all, look at this. I'll tell you what, don't get much better than this right here. This looks so good. Yep, there's little Belle. What are you barking at, girl? What are you barking at? Come here. She's barking. Something's got her attention. There's something out front. Listen at her. Something out front has caught her attention. Bella, come here. Come here. Come here. What are you barking at? What are you barking at, girl? Come here. Okay. Let me get me a washcloth here. Y'all know I gotta wipe off the side of the bowl. I can't stand that. But look at this. This don't look good. Y'all, it's thundering here. It's been raining. It come up a little thunderstorm earlier, which of course we need it. I think we all need a little bit of rain right now. Oh, hang on, there's some more right there. All right, y'all. See this? I'm just gonna let this sit here. I'm going to let this cool. I'm gonna see what's got Bella stirred up. And I'm gonna wipe this off over here too here in just a second. But whenever I come back, we're gonna do a taste test. This looks so good. All right, y'all, let's taste this beef stew. Look at little Belle over there. She's still over there in the chair. She looks like she has a little crop top on because that shirt was a little long on her, so I kind of tied it up my knot. It looks so cute on her when she stands up. But anyway, y'all, here is our soup. Don't this look so good? I'll tell you what. I'm going to leave it sitting down here just because well, I can pick it up having this other little plate here. Let's see. Try to let it cool off just a little bit, but it's still steaming hot. Ooh. Y'all, it has come up a storm here. Me and Braden was in here just a second ago and we were talking, and all of a sudden lightning struck. It scared us both to death. Scared Belle too. Sound like it just hit something right here beside us. Y'all, this is amazing. I'm gonna have to make this. And I was gonna tell y'all too earlier, somebody asked me on the other video, they had said that they had never made it in the oven, but I've done it on the stove top and I've done it in the crock pot, and I will tell you, I think, here's Bray, he just come in, he had to run to the store. I think doing it in the oven is my favorite part because, like I said, I put it in there 2 hours, never touched it, got it out. The beef was good and tender and done. And then y'all seen what I did after that. Got it out, pulled it apart, and just put everything back in there, and it was good to go. Talk about low maintenance. Braden, say hello to everyone.
Hey, how you doing?
So let's try this. The bite of carrot. That beef was so good. He picks out certain parts of it. He don't like all of it. He likes some of it.
But at least I like some of it.
All right. I know a lot of you are going to say, where's your cornbread? Where's this? I don't eat cornbread with Mom. I don't eat any kind of bread with it. I don't eat crackers with it. This is one soup that I just eat by itself. I don't eat anything with it. But you certainly can, if that's what you want to do. If you want to make you a big skillet of cornbread or...
You know it's raining out there?
I know. I just
Man,
told
it's coming
them.
down.
I said it came up a bad storm all of a sudden. But if you want to do some garlic bread or cornbread or whatever you want, delicious with it. So good, y'all. Okay. Well, Belle's done jumped down too. I didn't hear her jump down. That's probably because Braden come in. Y'all, he's like an Energizer bunny sometimes. He just... he was like this whenever he was little, and it has not stopped yet. He just runs wide open all the time. I don't know how he does it. I wish I had half of his energy. Anyway, y'all try this beef stew. It is amazing. I will see y'all next time. Bye bye.